were in the Muse show. I just noticed.
Yeah.
Good.
Damn.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
It's for this. It was for this album.
Nice. All right. 3, 2, 1. Gah.
Yes. I was trying to hide my yawn. It didn't work.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Let's just fucking get it. Hey guys, this is the Morning After Music Show.
There we go.
I am your host, Brett. That is Cody up above. Usually this is the other way around, but today
It's topsy turvy day.
It's a really weird day, man. We're having a tough one.
Yeah, from Summer Games Fest. He put on a show. It put us in a weird mood.
It did.
Yeah,
it really did.
I went from caring about everything to not really caring about breathing.
I saw a 3-minute ad for The Rock.
And The Rock's energy drink. And The Rock's new cool movie.
And The Rock.
For DC, Black Adam. DC, you know what it stands for, Brett?
What's that?
Don't care.
Cool.
That's how I feel about DC.
That's how I feel about the Summer Games Fest.
Exactly, but that's not this. This is the Morning After Music Show. Thank you for introing, Brett. We had to get started somehow.
Yep.
Today we are reviewing The Second Law by a band called The Muse, or Muse. Is The Muse? Is it Muse?
Just Muse.
I think it's just Muse, right? Yeah. Okay. Friends call him Dave. It was their 6th studio album. And before we get into all the normal stuff, got a little question for you. Hey, Brett, what's your favorite song by Muse?
My favorite song? Probably Hysteria.
Hysteria? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's the one I always go to. Like, if I want to play bass, I want to sound cool, I want to sound good, play that song.
I like Knights of Sonoda myself.
Sidonia?
Whatever.
There you go.
It's a made-up place, right?
Yeah, it's not Yuki.
Yeah.
It's funny. Too much Formula One.
Yeah.
It is a good song though. Love the live intro for that one.
Oh, the harmonica,
the harmonica part. Oh god, that's cool.
It's so cool. You know what else is cool?
What's that?
Fucking 300 quotes. Like this is madness. No. This is the Second Law of Thermodynamics. It is the Second Law by Muse. It is their 6th studio album, released September 28th, 2012. A few short months before we were all supposed to die, and then that didn't happen. Or did it? Whoa. Hey, look, stuff's happening behind me now.
Yeah, stuff's happening behind you now.
Whoa.
I was not supposed to be there.
Weird. Anywho, it has 13 tracks coming in at 53 minutes and 49. A little bit of a long boy this week.
It is.
A little bit. The performers on this album were Matt Bellamy on the vocals, guitar, keyboards, synths, orchestral arrangements. You got Chris Wolstenholme on the bass, the Misa Kitara, that dubstep bass thing. That's what it's called. The synths, backing vocals. He did the lead vocals and the writings on Save Me and Liquid State.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? And then Dominic Howard on the drums, electric percussion, and synths. All doing a bunch of synth stuff now. There is a bunch of orchestra people I could have involved, but we would have been on this for fucking ever. If you really are interested, go look at David Campbell's Wikipedia page. He was the conductor and additional orchestral arrangements guy. The production team were Muse. This is the 2nd album that they self-produced. They had a little bit of help though. Nero also did the production on Follow Me. It's an electronic EDM trio, Brett. You might know it from the song Promises.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Oh, it's weird switching back and not seeing.
Let your mind see whatever it wants to see.
Yes.
For the mixing, they had a couple of different people on a couple of different songs, but an all-star team. A few of these we've seen before. First off, Chris Lord Alge. We've seen him on both the Under Oath Define the Great Line episode and the Billy Talent Crisis of Faith episode. But he's also done Deep Shallows and Brilliant Highlights by him, their 3rd album. American Idiot and 21st Century Breakdown by Green Day.
Okay.
December Underground by AFI, and Lies for the Liars by The Used.
I like all of those.
already.
Those are all very good.
And then we also have Mark Stent. He's worked with Madonna, Bjork, Gwen Stefani, Ed Sheeran, and also on 21st Century Breakdown for Green Day.
Nice.
And then Rich Costley, who, oh my God, ready for this one. He's worked with everybody from Ice Cube, Aphex Twins, Rage Against the Machine, Audioslave, Boxcar Racer, The Mars Volta, Jimmy Eat World for Features, My Chemical Romance for 3 Cheers, Breaking Benjamin for a few of them, Franz Ferdinand, Mastodon, Brand New, Foo Fighters, AFI, Biffy Clyro, and we've also seen him on the Crisis of Faith episode by Billy Talent and Korn's Requiem. Get it?
Was that the album that we did?
Yes, it was, Brett. Look at you remembering stuff.
It's Kern.
And then finally, for the mastering, our old friend, Ted Jensen, the MVP. You know him, you love him, you heard him before. The singles for this album were Survival, Madness, Follow Me, Supremacy, and Panic Station.
Hell yeah. Very cool.
And in case anyone was confused, the second law of the name refers to the second law of thermodynamics. The robot lady talks about it in the last song or whatever. So
yeah, the one before the World War Z theme song.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Now, Brett, I'm gonna throw it to you, but first I have a question. I gotta throw it to you. I've been waiting to ask.
Oh yes. What are these questions that you say you have?
So you're like moderately a fan of Pink Floyd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you would not count yourself as a huge fan of, say, Queen, or say David Bowie, or say U2. But Brett, all those bands have a song on here.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, I will. So, it's not that I'm not a fan of all of those. I'm good with one song. It's the one and done. It's like, all right, cool. We got it. Greatest hit. Let's move along. No, there's something about this album that, I'm old. I don't know why that's working all of a sudden. It wasn't 15 minutes ago. Nothing changed, by the way. Nothing changed. Didn't touch anything.
Never did.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like this album, one of the songs, that's theme song for the London Olympics, from 2012. One of them was supposed to be in James Bond. Great. Madness. One of them is the World War Z song. Like it's all over the place with this album. This is also, oh shit, I should have looked beforehand. 2 of the songs have Chris, the bassist, singing for the first time as well.
That would be the 2 that he wrote, Save Me and Liquid State.
There we go. Which I like both of those. They're cool songs. But I don't know. It's just it's the way. Like I said, I've said it a couple times. I'm a big fan of these guys, but I don't think they've ever a top to bottom album has never really been like their best. There's always a couple of songs here and there that I'm gonna skip. They're just a little weird. Mm-hmm. This one I don't skip any songs. There's songs I like, others, sure, but I don't skip these songs. I just let it go. And this is the only album from them that I really do that, which is why I picked it for this week. Because there are songs on like Hysteria or Stockholm Syndrome. I like those songs a lot, and they're on a different album. That album as a whole is very hard to get through.
Huh? Interesting.
That's I don't know. It's just kind of a thing.
Now, I mentioned all 3 of those, but I have to mention another one. I kind of hinted at it when hand in the. Did I cut out there?
Yeah.
By the way, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I mentioned it beforehand with the during the pre-show. Panic Station. I can't hear that bam, 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 down without thinking of fucking "That's My Kind of Night" by Luke Bryan. I did check while we were watching it earlier. That's My Kind of Night came out after this, so maybe
interesting.
Inspired the other way around.
Yeah.
But I hear it and I'm like, I got my big black back Ford truck. Okay,
that's why you were talking about that.
It's the same.
Is it?
Also,
I never noticed that.
It really is. It's very close. Huh. Not as close as Shinedown ripping off Hercules, but
that was close.
That was bad.
That's just a little close.
And I totally think that the producers for Luke Bryan probably heard this and said, "Yeah, let's just do that."
No, it's Muse.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
The solo in Animals, very similar to Surge's melody for Empty Walls. The
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
I hear the pre-chorus to Empty Walls in that one. Which one of the
Interesting.
guys did work with Surge. So I mean,
Oh, well, that makes sense.
a
Then. That makes
little
sense.
bit, a little bit. I will say this album as a whole definitely a grower.
Yeah.
As
it's
I
not,
said,
it's not going to be the most powerful thing the first time you hear it.
no. As I said, I did a rare thing where I bought the CD forever ago. Came out when I was living in New Orleans, simply because I liked Madness, and I was like, okay, I want to hear the rest of it. And I don't know why, but at the time, I guess I don't know, I wasn't musically mature enough to appreciate what was going on. Going through this week, watching the live performance and everything, really turned my opinion on it. I ended up really liking everything. It is a bit of a mess. It's kind of all over the place. I think some of the song placements could have been rearranged and done better for the final product.
Yeah, that's fair.
The songs aren't bad. There's no, as you said, you don't skip any of them. They're good for what they are. It's just the placement of some are kind of like, okay, move
weird.
some of this around.
Yeah, that's weird.
I said during the live show when we were watching it, it's amazing that of all the songs with a guitar solo, Madness is the last great guitar solo for the masses. Like, you walk around the mall and Madness is playing, and that's a pretty sick guitar solo in that, you know? You don't get many songs post 2012 with a guitar solo that normal people like, you know, that you hear in the mall. Sure, you get 21 Pilots in the mall, but there's no Pilots, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad we watched that live performance. It sold me on this whole experience. I love the imagery that they had for it. Now we're kind of dipping away from the album itself, but there you go, man. I love the background video they had for Panic Station with the dancing world leaders. Fun. And then the hot gas lady chick.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Just drenching yourself in the gasoline.
Yeah. Doing a nice Kevin Bacon impression.
Yeah.
And I know, Cody brings everything back to Shikari all the time, but Shikari has covered them, so they are absolutely aware of each other. If they haven't toured with each other, I'd love to see that happen. I feel like they have, though.
I'm sure they have.
And you had a Flash Flood of Color, Shikari's third album, come out a few months in January of this year. That was their most dubsteppy album, and obviously there's a lot of dubstep influences on this one too.
Yeah.
So either they've been inspired by Shikari, or they're both inspired by the same things. You know, or they definitely write music very similarly. I got a lot of Minesweep vibes off of this album.
How old is Shikari?
Just in general?
Yeah, like when they start.
They started in 2003.
Three? Okay.
First album was 07, Common Dreads was 09, and then Flash Flooded Color was 2012 in January.
See, like, I don't know, because I've been listening to Muse for a long time.
Yeah.
So I hear it differently. Because for instance, I was going to pick the Dream Theater album, Octavarium.
A lot of Dream Theater in this too.
It's a 2003 album.
Yep. Dream Theater, Pink Floyd, a lot of those influences too.
There's a lot of but like the thing is that Muse influenced Dream Theater for that album.
For Octavium, right?
Yeah, Octavarium. Yeah. Muse and Linkin Park were the big influences for that album. It's an old ass album.
Just wild.
Old ass album. Like, I don't know. They've been around for so long for me that, like, to me, you're influenced by them. Because I think
that's fair.
What I was talking about too during the live show is like they're doing some really cool shit with their instruments, and they're really talented. But because it's so radio friendly, that you don't notice that. Oh, wait for it. Hey, you got the dab. Why is the alert not showing?
Who knows? Who cares?
God, nothing's working today.
Broke everything. Updates.
I see it. It's alerts there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. Anyway, so
yeah.
I agree. They're very underrated, especially watching them play with that live show. What they're doing and what Matt's playing and singing and hitting those high notes.
Yeah.
Unreal. You know what Chris is doing on the bass, and then you got that fucking what was it called? The Misa Katara, that fucking dubstep thing.
Yeah. The
First off, how has no one else ever used that?
That's the thing. That's why, like, these guys are the influence, because they do. Like, I know other bands have done. Like, I saw Mute Math do the exact same thing, but I saw Mute Math do that years after this. You know, and it still wasn't to the level of what this was. So, like, I don't know. It's Muse, man. It's Muse.
Yeah, it is Muse. They're a very underrated band. Pinnacle of the British rock 2000s era.
Yeah.
You know, I now want to definitely go through and listen to more of the other stuff. This Black Holes and Revelations.
That's the next best album.
Yeah,
I think as a whole. That is a good album.
You think it?
Well, yeah,
you think it's as a whole, but let's see what the internet thinks about this one. Did you have anything else to say before I hopped it over to them?
I don't know. Just I've kind of covered what I think. You know, they're really talented. Underrated for what? They're not underrated. You know, they're a massive band. Everybody knows who Muse is, but they know them for
but they're not
wrong reasons. Maybe
it's not like Polyphia is, you know, recognized for how talented they are. You know, they're Muse is underrated in that sense. They're very, very talented dudes. They just also knew hits.
Yeah,
and they had money and producers, and they just did whatever they needed to do.
I do like the color as well.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So now it's time for View, Skewed, and Review. The Josh stand-in for now. Till next time. We're going to go through the annals of the internet and find. It's Metacritic on crack. Some would say.
Do you have something clicked?
No.
You keep cutting out.
I don't have anything clicked. Who knows anymore?
Yeah, who knows?
Continue. At this rate, so many things have stopped. I don't even want to fucking throw this on YouTube anymore.
I know.
But I'm still going to. What's up, YouTube? You're not doing anything for us right now. All Music gave it a 6. Daily Telegraphic gave it an 8. AV Club gave it a 7. Entertainment Weekly gave it a 7.7. The Guardian 8. NME gave it an 8. Pitchfork gave it a 5.5. Rolling Stone gave it a 7. Spin Magazine gave it a 4. Metacritic's user average was a 7.1. Billboard gave it a 9.2. The Fly gave it an 8. Mojo gave it an 8. BBC Music gave it a 7, mate. Under the Radar gave it a 6. The Quietist gave it a 4. Kerrang gave it an 8. Any Decent Music gave it a 6.4. Sputnik gave it a 5.2. Rate Your Music gave it a 4.72. Album of the Year gave it a 5.7. Drowned in Sound gave it an 8. And then on the YouTube end of the spectrum, we had ARTV giving it a 9. Music Review Fixation or Faction, whatever, given a 7. Anthony Fantano gave it a 3. Velocities and Music gave it a 4.8. And Mr. Mooney 1235 Evan. Now, I know that was a lot. It's kind of all over the place.
It is all over the place. I have a good idea why. Because I know at the time, 3. Yeah, that's a little extreme.
It's Anthony, you know. It's the melon.
Yeah, but I know, especially at the time, this is 2012. Dubstep and electronics are not what they are seen as today. You know, as far as favoritism.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Coldplay puts out an album, EDM, and it's fucking awful compared to this. At least this they tried.
Yeah, and they used real instruments to sound like dub, which was cool. You know, there's a lot of, that's why I think, you know, the talent side of these guys are just so underrated. But I don't know, man, that's a little all over the place. When I see 3s and 4s, anything below a 5, really, you're trying to do that. You know, like you're trying too hard to beat.
Shit, even we gave A Day to Remember a 4.03 or something.
Exactly, and we hated that. You gave it a negative score on one of them,
didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, rememberability.
It's like, come on, like how do you get down to that low of a score? The production's amazing, the quality of the musicianship is good. Sure, there's some, like I said, Muse overall albums, they're kind of hard to get through. They are all over the place. That's just who they are, though. This is like, what album is this for them? Like 6, 5?
6.
Yeah, 6. They've done this every album.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do this weird shit like this every album. If anything, this is the calmest one.
Either you like it or you don't.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Especially by that time, you know, the Twilight shit's already had helped them out. They were massive on the radio by then, you know, for years. You're giving it a 4 to get attention. You know, it's like, oh, why did he hate it so much? Let me watch this. You know, you're going for the clickbait.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think the internet said?
7.2. I don't know.
Ooh.
It's all over the place.
No, you're a bit high.
Oh, am I?
Uh-huh, yeah. I did that joke last time, too. Get out of here. It's actually a 6.64. Ooh, a D.
Ooh.
A D.
Josh would rate higher than that.
I don't know. I don't think he would.
He's always had a soft spot for Muse.
Well, he should have been here for it.
Because the two of us have grown up with these guys as, you know, the same as well. Like we know, you know, like that show that we watched.
Mm-hmm. Knew every song.
They are really good.
Yeah. But hey, that's why I get as many different ones as I can.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people don't like it. Anyway.
Interesting.
Enough about them. Hey, that's also, Brett, why I told you, yeah, be a little biased.
Mm-hmm.
It will even out. Don't worry.
Yeah, because it does not deserve that. It straight up does not deserve that. I'm not going to sit here and defend. Again, I've even said this is not their best shit, but like, I
6.6. Yep. I don't know.
It's like Linkin Park, and Green Day. So like, is what it is, I guess.
All right. Well, Brett, why don't you give me what you think it is?
Well, I'm gonna go quick as I usually do, and then not end up actually going quick. Dude, everything's up there for me. Everything is up there. I think the worst part for me was the songwriting and lyrics. You know, I still gave it like an 8.5 or so. Just like you were saying, is, you know, it's weird flows at times. Musicianship, dude, they are who I look for when I'm, you know, learning. So I'm gonna go way too high with that one. Production, dude, top quality, best. Originality, it's Muse. It's Muse. You know, yeah, sure. Like, you know, there's influences from other things, but like the way they package it still stands out. And the memorability. I remember this album, of course.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't the question. So my overall score came out to a 9.2.
9.2. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at you liking stuff.
I like it.
Yeah. I liked it too. Like I said, it grew on me. I'm not as high as you are. I need to adapt. Songwriting lyrics, I actually rated a little bit 7.
You did a what?
I think I gave it a 9.7 or 07.
Okay.
07.
Okay.
I thought they were very good, especially after like reading through the lyrics as listening to it, and again the live production work for all the songs off this album, everything that they were doing to kind of get the point of the message across. Of, hey, this one's about consumerism. Hey, this one's about fucking being dependent on oil and gas and environment.
Yeah, this is also, again, 2012.
Yeah.
The Hummers were relevant.
You know who else was doing that then?
Who?
Danner Shikari. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
There you go. Good job, Matt. So you got a little bump up for me. Musicianship, I gave it a 9.43. Like you said, very underrated, very talented guys. It's kind of a shame that they are so underrated. Like you said when we were watching the live show, Chris is never in the discussion for best bassist, but by God, is he a really good bassist?
Oh God damn, he's so good.
The drummer too. We barely talk about the drummer.
Dom, yeah.
And they're such a good pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I noticed is like during that live show, I pointed it out. I didn't realize how many Muse songs there were where there's no guitar. It's just Matt on the piano and Chris on the bass and what's the drummer's guy name? Dominic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just a solid group of songwriters.
And they try to keep it 3-piece as much as possible.
Yeah, they have the extra guy for the live stuff, but that's only
not 6 extra guys.
No, just the extra guy.
It's the extra guy.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you should do it.
Playing for a crowd of 70,000 people.
Now, sonically, I agree with you for the production. It sounds great. Sounds huge. Okay, like I said, I got a lot of Minesweep vibes. That's Shikari's best sounding album, right? But I did dock it points because of the mishmash placement of the songs, and I feel like that's the producer's job.
Yeah,
is to kind of, hey, we got to put it in this order. So I did dock it a couple points. I gave it an 8.84. Originality, just because there were so many things that this is the Bowie song. Oh, hey, this is the U2 song. Oh, hey, this is Pink Floyd. Oh, hey, this, the influence are very much on the sleeve. Didn't rate the originality too high. I just gave it an 8.34. And then memorability got my lowest, just because the only songs beforehand going in I really remember was Madness. I definitely do remember a lot more now. All the singles were very good. Supremacy is great. Panic Station's fun. Follow Me is a lot of fun. I think that was the standout one for me.
It's the U2 one for me.
The U2 dubstep one.
Yeah.
That Nero did. So, overall, very good. Very good. I gave it an 8.62.
Overall?
So, overall, yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So, not too shabby.
Not bad at all.
Now, you said you had a second rating beforehand. For shits and giggles, what was that?
The original one?
Yeah.
9.6.
Would you like to... I will give you this opportunity to go against the internet and
cheat a little?
And cheat a little. Would you like to?
I'll keep it. Okay. Because when I saw that, I was like, that's still a little too high for this.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not my favorite album of all time, and those are favorite album of all time numbers.
Fair.
I love this album, and I've been listening to it since day one. I remember going with
A1 since day one, baby.
With Nate Ryan over at Sam Ash. We went and to Target across the street and went and bought the vinyl because that's the only place we could find it and listen to it.
Speaking of buying stuff, you know what I did? Get the solo on me. I dug around in the car and I actually found the CD.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna clean it up because it's not in there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Don't know where that is, but
it's gone.
I'm gonna put the case. I'm gonna throw the case on the old background back there.
Hell yeah.
All right. Switch us on over to the Monolith. And I have found where we're going.
I like how we're getting different backgrounds for everything.
Who cares?
Who the hell knows what works anymore? Okay.
All right. So placement-wise, what do you think it's going?
Oh, man. So what do we have? A 9.2, an 8.63, and a...
6.6.
6.6. This is, yeah, dude, it's a really good album. Between the two of us, it's up there. I don't have to scroll. But because that 6.6 is there, oh man.
It really fucks it, doesn't it?
It really does. I'm gonna go, all right, I think it's gonna be high 7s. Let me pull up the list so I can scroll down. Yeah, I'm going around there where you have it highlighted.
I don't have it highlighted. You have it highlighted.
I do? Oh, well, that's weird. I did not have that. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck. 33.
I think it's going to be 33, so above Architects and below Scion.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that you're wrong. It's a little bit higher than that. It's
Oh, okay.
actually
Okay.
going to be above Born of Osiris and below Animal.
Oh, it made the 8s.
Yes, it made the 8.
I didn't think it was going to make the 8. Okay, cool. I'll take that. I'll take an 8 on this.
Check that.
Check that.
So what do you think the number is?
Well. Damn it, I was going to say 1.6. All right, fine. 1.5.
Perfect.
Ooh.
There you go, right on the dot. All right,
I said it first, damn it. Your chat came in 2 seconds late. But what
all
was
right,
that? Top,
well, there we go.
So 28?
Yeah, top 30.
Top 30, not bad.
I think that's respectable.
Yeah. Anything above 8 is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I think.
Honestly, I think above 7.5 is pretty good. Okay. So there we go. So, yeah, that does it. Brett, I do believe we have Josh returning for the next episode. As of right now,
he said an album. He did say an album.
He did say an album. The album, he said, would you like to do the honors?
Sure, I'll do it. No, you
Hit
do
me.
it. Fuck it. You do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I have to pull it up so I don't fuck it up.
I know. I remember the band. I remember most of it, but I don't think I remember it in the correct order.
It is Mean Everything to Nothing by Manchester Orchestra.
Yes.
I've got friends in all the right places.
My favorite album from them.
Yeah?
Yep. That's my favorite from Manch.
I'm partial to Simple Math myself, but
I like Simple Math as well. I think for me, I think Mean Everything didn't. Or I'd say, is it Mean or Means? I've always said
Mean.
Means. Okay, it's Mean.
Mean Everything to Nothing.
I've been saying it wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I heard it first, so I was just like, cool. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. That'll be fun.
Yeah, very excited. Love this album. Love the songs on there.
Yeah.
Shake It Out. I've Got Friends. Pride. I Can Feel a Hot One. Come on. So good.
So good.
So good.
That will be next week. What are we doing for today? For the rest of this?
Well, we're going to say bye to YouTube first. YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this train wreck. Blame Jeff from Summer Games Fest.
He put us in such a shit mood, man.
You know.
It wasn't his fault. It was his fault.
But Troy Baker infested me.
Troy Baker pissed me off just for existing.
Yeah.
For showing up, he irritated me.
Yep. Anyway, all right. See you later.
See you later.
Go fucking follow us and stuff. I don't care. Bye.